Welcome to the Motivational Medium podcast. I'm Anne-Marie Lord, a psychic medium, author, and the founder of the Motivational Medium Academy. On this podcast, we'll explore intriguing topics such as mediumship, psychic abilities, and the amazing idea that we all have intuition within us. Whether you're a believer, skeptic, or somewhere in between, get ready to unlock your extraordinary potential as we discover the supernatural world together. If you want your questions featured on the show, be sure to join my tribe by subscribing to my newsletter at annemarielord.com. Let's go. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the podcast. I know you have probably heard everything there is to know about energy protection, psychic protection, and I've even talked about it myself on the podcast. But what I wanted to talk to you today was about how you can keep that protection going or raise that vibration that could actually resonate and connect with other people to help them raise their vibration. So today, I want to talk to you all about raising your vibration. When we talk about energy protection, I know I've spoke many times about sage, about Palo Santo, about crystals, about white light, and these are all great things that we can use. These are all like tangible things that we can use and bring into our energy. However, I believe that if we work, and this is what I teach in my psychic development classes, in the section all about raising your energy and raising your vibration. I'm a great believer if we work on ourselves and we raise that energy and raise that vibration, then I don't believe nothing can get in. And when I mean nothing can get in, I don't mean all about like, oh, there's a negative energy there and it's popping in and it's going to make me life a misery. That's not what I believe in. I believe in we ourselves can feel into other people's energies. And if someone's not having a good day, or if there's lots of bickering going on in work or in our households, then we take on that energy and it becomes quite heavy and it can make you feel quite low or quite down or not being able to cope with things really. But my belief is that if you raise your vibration and raise your own energy, because we can't work on other people's energies. I talk about this in the Grateful 3 approach to life, and it's about giving your power away. If you expect that you go into work and then a lady in work or a guy in work is his energy makes the whole place feel heavy, can you change his vibration? No, absolutely not. But can you change your own? Absolutely. So if you work more on your energy, then that or anyone's negative vibration won't affect you as much as to bring you low. So let me explain something. So imagine of a morning, like I tell everyone, you wake up of a morning and you give gratitude for 3 things in your life. So you put your hands on your chest, you take 2 big deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, and out through your mouth. And then what you do is you give thanks for 3 things in your life. Now, I know when I was at my lowest ebb, I was struggling to find things to give gratitude for. But what I remember doing is I remember breathing and thinking, okay, I've got breath in my body. And then I put my legs out the side of the bed and I was like, oh, I've got legs, And this is where I started. So gratitude, you might think that I jump out of the bed every morning and I'm like, hello world, if only. Because life happens to every single one of us. But I know that these tools work. So I go back to them every single day. And, life might get a bit heavy or things might happen because we are in a life. And that's what happens. Things go up, things come down, But the one thing I know that can get your vibrational energy high is gratitude. And, oh gosh, I can just imagine you sitting there listening to this thinking, Okay, Amri, here we go again, gratitude. Because I know it works. I'm so passionate about it because I know it works. It gets me from being fed up, pissed off, down, whatever, gets me back on track. And the one thing I do also complete is my gratitude journal. It raises me vibration. I have it on my bedside table of a night. I don't write in it every night, but when I remember, I get it out and I write down my day. So I'm not used to what I would say if you're going to start this. I would say write it every night for 21 days, but then leave it there. That's why I left the date in the gratitude journal blank, because then you can just pick it up and do it whenever you want. It's my go-to and it works. So let me take you back. So imagine you've got some people in work that are really negative and really maybe making your job hard, or even in your home and it's making your life hard, or it's making the energy within the home hard. Before you go round smudging everywhere and in work setting all the alarms off or putting that many crystals in your bra that you've gone up 2 sizes, do you know what I mean? I would say to you, let's work on your vibrational energy. So to give you a visual, and this is again what I talk about in the book, The Grateful 3 Approach to Life, imagine you wake up of a morning and your energy is at 100%, let's say 100%. So then you pick up your phone and you watch something on social media and it's quite negative. And then your energy drops 10%. Then you go and the kids are shouting, let's do this or let's do that or whatever. I'm going to be late for school. And then your energy drops a little bit lower. And then you start thinking about your job and your work and everything else. And before you know it, you're at 50%. So before you've even left the house, your mind alone, stay with me here, because I know you'll say, well, the kids and everything around and whatever, but your mind alone of what you think and what you see and picking up that phone and thinking about work has dropped your energy by 50%. So then you're in the car going to work and you put the radio on and it's the news and your energy drops again, maybe even now down to 30%. So you're walking into this place or this job only if, some of you might love your job, which is great, but I want you to stay with me because I'm going to twist this round and show you how you can change this. So this is just to get you in a visual. So then you're walking into the office at your energy vibration at 30%. How quick do you think it would take for someone to piss you off, for something to look really heavy, for something to look hard to do, to be taken on other people's woes? How easy would that be at 30% of energy? It would be so simple. And by the end of the day, you would be fried. Your energy might be 2% and you've got to go home and cook the tea. So let's swap this around. Let me teach you how to raise your vibrational energy and what that does. Remember me talking about the negative people maybe in your home or in the work? How much do you take that on? So if you raise your vibration, it works the opposite way. If you can stay in this higher vibration or your energy doesn't drop as low as 30%, other people will feel that. And just like you're taking on the negative energy, it's reciprocated. They can take on your positive energy. Oh my God, trust me, this actually works, okay? And that's why I wrote the book. I'm so passionate about why it works. So let's start again. Let's go back to the beginning of the day. So I open my eyes and instead of looking at the phone, I put my hand on my heart and I take some gorgeous breaths and I give gratitude for 3 things in my life. And next minute, the door opens and the kids are running out. Mom, I'm late for school. And you look at the kids and you think, just take for a moment how precious that is and how beautiful that is. Because tomorrow they're going to be a day older. And they do not stay little forever. I'm grateful for these. Yeah. And then you think about your job and you think, I'm actually grateful for my job. Okay, it might have been a little bit hard lately, but you know what? I've got a job. And then you go into the bathroom and you're getting a wash and you get in a shower and you think, wow, I've got hot water. I've got a shower. And then you get in your car or you get on the bus or you get on the train. How great that we have public transport. How great is it that we have cars? How great is it that I can throw all the kids in the back of the car and I can get them to school? Can you start to see how you're changing this? Now, sometimes, in the very beginning, it feels like you're telling lies. I am so grateful I've got a car with a bunch of screaming kids in the back of it. Yeah, don't let yourself go there. Okay? So then you go to work. You put music on your car. You do not listen to the news, so you put music on your car. So what level do you think you are at as you get into work? Now, don't forget, the day before you didn't do your gratitude. You didn't then continue to see, because when you're grateful, you see more to be grateful for. If any of you have read my book, you'll know when I talk about the RAS system, and that will help you see more to be grateful for once you switch that onto a certain direction. If you haven't read my book, go and get it. And I'll talk to you later about a free gift for everyone that's listening to this podcast. I want you to think again, okay, so you're going into work now. Now, yesterday, your energy might have been at 30% when you went into work. This morning, your energy is still sitting maybe about 80%. So when you think about that, how easy is it someone to pull you down? It's not. They cannot pull you down with their energy because your energy is sitting so high. So wouldn't it be worth working and doing gratitude every single morning? Because then you won't be connected to any of this negative energy. Don't get me wrong, they're not going to change overnight. So they might have their same vibration, but it just will not touch yours. Because people say to me, oh, my husband's a bit negative more, my wife's a bit negative, or my kids are a bit negative. This works the same. You have only got control over you. So you change you and you raise your vibrational energy, and the negative energy cannot come in. Obviously life is going to happen, but you are still got the tools and the strategies to change that. You might have to sit with it for a little while. You might have to feel it. And that's what I always say. Don't be afraid to sit and feel when things are happening within your life. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel negative, but it's not okay to stay there. And that's where I believe, and I know because I've worked on myself so many times, I've gave this to my family. I have, taught thousands of people all over the world this method. And, the book is in about, about 20 different countries around the world. So I know people are doing this, and it makes a massive difference. Change your vibration, and the negative energy or that heavy vibrational energy cannot come in. So is it worth doing this? Absolutely. And what you will find is the people around you, their energies change too. I used to walk in, you've heard me say this so many times, I used to walk into my office when, I still walk into my office now and do the same thing, but I worked in an office and there was lots of nurses and coordinators and lots of different modalities of people in these offices. And I used to walk in every morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, no matter what happened. I would sit in my car and I'd raise my vibration. I'd be like, good morning, good morning. It's so worth working on this. When our energy vibration is low, I believe we attract even more negativity into our lives. Now, I'm sorry, and I know that sounds like scary, and it's not scary. It's not like, oh, this is going to happen. I don't mean that. But when we are in a lower vibration, how many times have you noticed more things go wrong? You get out of bed of a morning and you stub your toe. How did your day go after that? You might have got stuck in traffic on the freeway. When you get stuck in traffic on the freeway, listen to the podcast, listen to the book. It gives you more time
to enjoy that time that you've got for you. Yeah. Don't start getting frustrated. If you're going to be late, accept it. I'm going to be late. There's nothing you can do by raising your vibration and getting frantic. Put a book on that you've wanted to listen to, or put a podcast on that you want to listen to. There's nothing you can do by getting frantic. It just wastes your energy. And by doing gratitude and by doing your journal every night, it will teach your RAS system how to flip over to see more to be grateful for and to see beautiful things in your life. Let me give you a quick analogy, if you like, of the RAS system. It's a system in the brain that helps you see more of what you feel is important. That's it. This is simply put, very simply put. So imagine if you raise your vibration to give gratitude, what you will see is more to be grateful for. If you set your RAS system up to see negative things, what you will see more is negative things. And let me prove this to you. Have you ever wanted or thought about buying a new car? And then you go on the road the next day. Say you wanted, a red Range Rover. And then you go on the road the next day and you see all these red Range Rovers. You even see an orange one that you could squeeze it in to maybe look like red in a light. That's your RAS system at work. So if you program this by doing gratitude of a morning, it's science. It works because you will see more. Was them red Range Rovers and an orange one on the road the day before? Absolutely. You just hadn't signed on, if you like, your RAS system to see more of it. So I suppose what I'm saying as well is if you switch on your RAS system to frantic and negativity, you will see more of that in your life. It's simple. When I wrote the book, I remember thinking, I want this to be so simple because that's what I understand. And I think everybody should know this. And if we know these simple stages and how simple it is to change it, then everyone can do it. Try it. 21 days. Give gratitude for anything you like. 3 things of a morning before you get out the bed. And why I say that is because when we wake up of a morning, we're still in that little bit of theta zone. So we're still in that floaty zone. So just put your hand on your heart and give thanks for 3 things of a morning and watch how your day becomes a little bit different. Now, I said I was going to give something away. So for all you guys that are still with me here at the end of the podcast, if you go on my website, annemarielord.com, and if you purchase a book, The Grateful 3 Approach to Life, I will also sign it for you, put a little message in there, and I will also send you a free gratitude journal. So yeah, this will go on for a little while. I'll do it until I feel like I'm not doing it anymore because I want you guys to be able to take this opportunity. If you read the book and you put it together with gratitude and the gratitude journal, I know my name's Anne-Marie, life will change for you. Absolutely. But it's up to you. If you're ready to take that opportunity, then take it. If you're not and you're just listening to this and you make small changes by just giving gratitude of a morning, that's up to you too, okay? But please don't miss this opportunity. If you want to buy the book, but it's not on Amazon, well, it is on Amazon, but you won't get the free gratitude journal. If you go to my website, annemarielord.com, and you purchase the book, I will send you the free gratitude journal. I hope you have a gorgeous, beautiful, amazing day. And even if you're listening to this and it's the end of the day, just stop for a minute, look around you and just see, what am I grateful for? Because, my friend, there's always something in everyone's day. And when you find that, even if it's very, 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 very gentle changes, subtle is the key, things and life will change. Have a beautiful day. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, please share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe. And I would love for any of you, if it's helped you, then please leave me a review for the podcast. It would be immense for me. Thank you so much. I also wanted to let you know that if you are in Perth on November the 29th, I will be doing a live event in Clarkson in Crystal Clarity. This is at 2:30 in the afternoon. I love these events. We do lots of readings, lots of giveaways, lots of mediumship, and they're always great fun. So if you can come along, I would love to see you. Come and say hello on Saturday, November the 29th at Crystal Clarity in Clarkson. Have the best day, my friends. And all the tickets are sold on my website, which is annemarielord.com, and go to the drop-down box and live events. Come along and come and say hello. We always have a great time and they're always sellout events. Hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this show. It's important to note that while I'm here to inspire, encourage and guide you, I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist or a doctor. Join me again in 2 weeks for more captivating revelations on the supernatural. Remember to be in with a chance to have your questions answered on the podcast. Subscribe to my newsletter at annemarielord.com. Stay in the tribe to vibe. I appreciate you guys. See you next time.